The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now back to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He'll drop to throw.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
The Seahawks at 4-5, a game under 500. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Again, he'll drop to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw again.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown! Metcalf with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Come on, stay.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Giants are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, key them up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
You talk about this Giant defense.
They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you want those...
Touchdown, Giants! A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they have things going in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital. Extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
That is caught by Dell.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That connection seemed to work out okay on the first play of the drive. Why not go right back to it? And once again, this defense is left without an answer as they surrender back-to-back first downs.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with
I ain't gonna lie to you, that shit gonna be on lock the whole fucking game. That ain't gonna be it,
The
low.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle, and they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
First down, Giants.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 47 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Derek Hall in there that time to get him to the turf.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7.
21. Seahawks 7.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted.
I told you this shit on lock, bro.
It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants
Deontay Banks, that's fucking corner in the league, nigga.
as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30.
2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
Eluding the pressure right.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. He'll try again, and this time he'll score. Touchdown, Giants.
Extra point forthcoming. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Deonte Banks with it.
And they will finally
He's
stop him
still
as he's down to the
trying to throw the
40-yard
ball to
line.
DK like Deonte Banks is not
He's
fucking
got
on
3
him. This nigga
interceptions,
sucks so
Charles,
fucking
and we haven't
bad.
even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he must be on the field at all times.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
Week 1. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Okay, ready?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
A gain of 15 yards that leads to 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Lewis Seen drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Come on, come on.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Ready?
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That is caught, and he'll be out right at the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
16 at the 30-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Brings up 3rd down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
34. Seahawks 7.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Let's go now.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Riggs. Ready.
They'll throw now on the final play.
And that's going to be incomplete.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll roll him out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And
he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are pouring it on. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Seahawks 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll set up a throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Jervon Dexter drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
Pioneer.
They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Giants continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their position. And now here is another interception. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Ready? Stop. 17.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
And quickly they get to the line.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that in.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last two snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
Looking to throw. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. And now they're in the hurry-up.
That's a gain of 3.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go, set. Set.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 37.
56 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 13 yards, good for a giant 1st down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
13 yards. 1st down, New York.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
1st down pass. Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Throwing on
first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
22 needle. Ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Able to avoid him at the 40. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Hurry. Hut, hut.
They'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play.
Ready.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
His kick is good.
No problem there on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on, come on.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their... There he goes, right side. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. It's Deonte Banks with it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
17 yards. 1st down, Giants.
Ready.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's taken down inside the 30. 112 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there, with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point up and through. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
And now here is another interception.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motive.
And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Hands it off out of the gun.
A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32.
154 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
36-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up third and inches.
Flushed out right, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now back to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Touchdown, Giants! A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Giants continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football?
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Seattle. 65 yards. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Back to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable near the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Well, and he's going to take this right to the line to gain, awfully close, but they'll say that he did get the 6 yards he needed. Didn't get much more than that, but it works all the same. First down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you know, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that, because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
Throwing left side, it's complete.
Now he's into the clear again.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mama jump.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look